The penny's last stand, why your spare change might soon be a thing of the past. Imagine reaching into your pocket for a penny, only to realize it's nowhere to be found. Sounds like a minor inconvenience, right? But here's where it gets controversial. The penny shortage hitting the US isn't just about loose change. It's a symptom of a much larger shift in how we handle money. And this is the part most people miss. It's happening faster than anyone expected, leaving businesses and consumers alike scrambling to adapt. Why the rush to ditch the penny? Earlier this year, former President Donald Trump labeled the 1-cent coin as wasteful, prompting the Treasury Department to announce a halt to new penny production by early 2026. But the shortage has arrived ahead of schedule, forcing retailers to rethink how they handle cash transactions. The U.S. Mint, unable to produce new pennies due to a lack of blank coins, has left businesses in a bind. As of late September, several Federal Reserve coin distribution sites stopped fulfilling penny orders, exacerbating the issue. Are pennies really that expensive to make? While pennies aren't the priciest coins to produce, they're a financial headache when compared to their face value. Last fiscal year, the cost to mint a single penny soared to 3.69 cents, marking the 19th consecutive year it's cost more to make than it's worth. For context, a dime costs just 5.76 cents to produce, and a quarter only 14.68 cents. Efforts to cut costs by using cheaper materials have failed, leaving the penny's fate sealed. How are businesses coping? Retailers are getting creative. Gas and convenience store chains like Love's and Quick Trip are rounding transactions in favor of customers. Love's rounds up change. Example, 3.22 becomes 3.25, while Quick Trip rounds down to the nearest nickel. $6.18 becomes $6.15. Sheetz is encouraging cashless payments and offering freebies in exchange for pennies, which they plan to recirculate. Even Burger King admits that while they still accept pennies, exact change might not always be possible. Will prices be rounded too? Unlikely. Dylan John, a senior director at the National Retail Federation, explains that adjusting prices to eliminate pennies would be far more complicated than rounding transactions. The physical work of repricing items and accounting for sales tax makes this a logistical nightmare. Canada phased out the penny a decade ago, but the U.S. faces unique challenges, including varying state laws. A legal wrinkle: rounding isn't always allowed. In at least 10 states, cash laws prohibit businesses from rounding transactions. The National Association of Convenience Stores is pushing for a national law to allow rounding, but progress is slow. A bill introduced by Representative Lisa McClain, Republican of Michigan, has stalled due to the government shutdown, leaving businesses in limbo. What does this mean for you? If you're paying with cash, expect to receive slightly more or less change than you're owed. John urges consumers to be patient, noting that retailers are working hard to adapt. While pennies remain legal tender, stockpiling them likely won't yield a big payout. Instead, consider using them while you still can, or trade them in for a free drink at Sheetz. The bigger question, is the penny's demise a good thing? Some argue that eliminating the penny will streamline transactions and save money. Others see it as the loss of a cultural icon. What do you think? Is the penny worth saving, or is it time to let it go? Share your thoughts in the comments. This debate is far from over.